Good morning. I hope you guys are having a good day. I have been up piddling around the house. I have an appointment to get my hair done in a couple of hours, but I wanted to jump online and share some information with you guys that I think you might find helpful, because it has certainly helped me and has upped my kitchen game. So this morning, I'm not gonna be cooking anything. Instead, what I'm gonna do is just talk to you about some of the tools that I have in my kitchen that have enabled me to bump up my cooking game and take it to another level. And not anything fancy, just things that truly have helped to hone my craft, I should say. And so it's not in any particular order. It's just 5 things that I find invaluable. And if I had to operate in a kitchen without these things, I would struggle. So the first one I'm going to talk about is a chef's knife. It is very important that you have good cutlery and that they be well maintained, and that you never, ever, ever put them in the dishwasher. When you use them, you need to make sure that you wash them by hand. And again, never, ever, ever put them in the dishwasher. So 1, a chef's knife. Number 2, something I use, I can't even count the number of times in the course of the day that I actually use these kitchen shears. If you don't have any, make it a point of getting some. They're relatively inexpensive, and they just help with so many different things, from cutting up herbs and to things as intricate or detailed as helping you to cut up and or debone meat. So this particular pair, I had 3 pair, but for some odd reason, 1 pair has gone missing, and I don't really know why, but that's a story for another day. This pair actually comes apart, and I like that because it enables me to be able to ensure that it is properly cleaned. Again, I never put these in the dishwasher. I like to use them, wash them, take them apart before I wash them, make sure they are dried, and then I just simply put them away. So, kitchen shears. Number 3, the third item is temperature thermometer. This is a wonderful thing because I am not that person that can just look at something and say, oh yeah, that's done, or oh no, it needs to cook a little bit longer. I am an individual that relies on knowing things like, well, what is the internal temperature supposed to be? And this is the tool that tells you what the internal temperature is. And for me, it has been profound in helping me to improve the end product of my cakes in particular, because I had a tendency to cook them too long, thus resulting in them becoming dry. And with a thermometer, I can assess the temperature and take it out at the appropriate temperature. And so, item number 3, thermometer. Now, going hand in hand with the thermometer, because it's all fine and good to have a thermometer, but if you don't know what temperature things are supposed to be, then a thermometer is kind of useless. And so for me, what I often do is I use my number 4 item, my iPad. It is indispensable when I am in the kitchen cooking, because I can quickly look something up and find out immediately that, for example, the biscuits that I baked this morning, the optimal temperature internal temperature for them is somewhere between 200 and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. And I was able to get that information quickly by going to my handy dandy iPad, and it doesn't have to be an iPad, it could be your computer, your tablet, whatever. But access to the internet is the number 4 thing that has made a difference in the impact and results of my cooking in the kitchen. And number 5 is a good old scale. It is very important to know exactly what you're working with. And oftentimes we think that all we need in terms of being able to measure things are measuring spoons, which we do need, and measuring cups, which we do need. However, there are differences between liquid measuring and dry measuring. And so the most effective and efficient way to measure anything is by weight via a scale. And so this is what I use to make sure that I in fact have the correct measurements. And I was in a debate with an individual that shall remain nameless earlier this week who was insistent that measurements, the particular tool that you use to measure didn't really matter. And I adamantly disagreed with that and shared information with that individual. And so hopefully they will have a better understanding so that their cooked products can turn out better. But anyway, those are my 5 items. There are other items that I love, but I was thinking about this yesterday and about what I can or can't live without. So again, it's my chef's knife, my kitchen shears, my thermometer, my internet access, and my trusty scale. So as I continue to go along, I'm going to share additional information that I think may be useful to you. For example, why you need to use dry measuring cups and utensils versus liquid measuring cups and utensils, those types of things. And so I'm looking forward to sharing that information with you, and I will be back with you shortly. I've missed you guys, and I am glad to be back at it here in Dr. T's Kitchen. Be blessed and have a wonderful day.